What's up, everybody? So, I'm just going to go ahead and say up front, I haven't read this, and I'm not going to read it because it's stupid. And um, I'm not. I don't try to be one of these like counter culture. I'm like the 1% of elite gamers type of people. But here's the thing, okay? Before we even get into the thing, Steam works perfectly fine. Now, this is a stupid fucking article, opinion piece, editorial, whatever you want to call it. It's dumb as fuck. Without even reading it, I mean, you can just tell from the title and the byline that this is a whining, lazy, casual, for lack of a better term, gamer that just doesn't honestly know what the fuck they're talking about. I mean, if you do read it, you can see there are some valid points, but not really. I mean, just not really. So, Steam has become exhausting. Please, Valve, just let it be a shop. You see these fucking dudes all the fucking time on Reddit, Steam forums, any subreddit, just any fucking discussion that has anything to do with PC gaming or Steam specifically. You see these people whining about how, it's apparently become quote unquote hard to shop on Steam for a game. So let me break this down. I will try to maintain my train of thought because we know I'm not good at that. A, there is nothing whatsoever stopping you from buying games on the Steam store, whether it's the website or going into the website through the client, the normal way of doing it, through the Steam client store link. Pardon me just a moment. It is hot as fuck in here, and I need to turn my air conditioning back down because God forbid you turn the auto temperature like up 1 degree, because then it's going to actually get 6 degrees hotter than that. Fucking ridiculous. So, these people, this dude included, or this gal, I don't know, I don't care, Robin Valenti, there's this constant straw man that Steam is somehow hard to shop on. And it's factually untrue. It's just projection. It's whining projection nonsense from individual people that either don't know how to use Steam or they, something hurt their butt. So they have to complain about it. It's so fucking stupid. Forgive my colorful language, but that's going to be the rest of the video. I mean, just look at the store. Now, it may seem kind of disorganized. One of the chief criticisms for years and years has been the endless scroll. You just scroll endlessly into nothingness, just endlessly scrolling. Here's a game, here's another game, here's 6 more games, here's another game. Scroll, 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 scroll. We can do this all day. Oh wait, I finally reached the end of the scroll. So if you scroll 38 pages, we're out of personalized recommendations for you right now, which doesn't really mean anything other than that you don't use Steam enough, that you don't, review games or add them to your wish list or whatever. Which, when you're talking about a person like me reaching the end of the recommendations, it can only go so far. And you can determine that by looking at your discovery queue. You can see I viewed 2,686 games in this discovery queue out of like 38,000 or whatever titles that are on Steam. Obviously, I could do more, there's not any reason that I would ever go through the remaining 36,000 titles except to get trading cards or whatever during an event. So, the base argument here is QQ, Steam is hard to use. And you see this ridiculous straw man argument pop up every single week, day after day after day. Steam is hard to use. And that couldn't be further from the truth farther from the truth. I don't know, whatever. It's a noun. It's a ideological concept, so maybe further is correct. Excuse me, I'm not an English teacher. It just couldn't be less true. Every single thing that Valve has done, and literally the past 17 years, has been to improve the Steam marketplace, the Steam store, to make things sell better, to ultimately make them more money, of course, and anyone else, developers, publishers that sells things on Steam. Every single feature has been geared towards that. So I mean, there is no possible way that you can make an argument that all these new features on the store clutter the store or make it harder to use, because ultimately the store hasn't changed its core functionality since 2003, which is not even true because there wasn't a store in 2003. We'll say 2004, which is when Half-Life 2 came out and when Steam went official, at which point you could then go on the store and buy Valve games only. There were no third-party games whatsoever on the store until about April 2006, where the first third-party game ever released was Ragdoll Kung Fu, I think it's called, by the people that made Joe Danger and Little Big Planet and all that sort of stuff. And that, just a side note, that's one of the things people like to ignore when they try to argue Steam versus other storefronts like Epic. People are omitting the fact that Valve worked on this software for 3 years before they sold anyone else's games on it. Unlike Epic, which, opened by forcing exclusivity onto their store when it didn't even have a shopping cart or wish list or anything else. And, it still doesn't have a shopping cart. So anyway, if all you are really looking for is a store to buy your games, it is not that complicated. You can go on the internet, you notice a game, you're like, hey, Watch Dogs Legion. That's interesting. It's not a good example. We'll say Witcher 3 since it's on the page here. Hey, Witcher 3, I might want to check that game out. Let's take a look. I'm going to go up to my search bar here, like any functional adult born any time since 1950 or even before would think to do. Witcher 3. Oh, look. There's a store page for Witcher 3. Hey, look. I can add it to cart. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to buy it. Oh, look. I added it to my cart. Let's go to the purchase button. The end. Literally the end. Done. You just bought a game. So, these complaints are not valid. They're not valid in any possible way. And then, like I said, I was going to lose my train of thought. I said A, and then I was going to say B. He or she goes on to complain about literally everything possible on the Steam store. And I said, like I said, some of this is valid criticism. Over the years, actually, I'm sorry, I skipped ahead. Valve seemed to have some small interest in Steam performing these functions, but a much greater excitement for layering endless experimental systems on top of each other. The act of buying and playing games must itself be gamified from every possible angle. Well, yeah, that's kind of true. That's how all of the holiday sales, even the minor holiday sales, that's usually how they work. You've got to get people involved in some way of buying games. And I don't have evidence. I don't have statistics in front of me to show whether or not that actually works. I'm sure it does. But I think more and more as time goes on and these sales get kind of more and more lackluster, that it's really not having that effect. Like, I don't think people are just buying games just to get fucking points for the point shop or to earn trading cards or whatever. Like, they may see a game that's cheap and they're like, okay, I'll buy that game and maybe a few others. And oh, look, it happened to be enough to get another card or gem sack or whatever bullshit. But that's not why people are doing it. It's not a gamification that's actually having an effect on the store. And then he goes on, or she goes on, whatever. I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to keep using both pronouns. It goes on. Over the years, it's introduced trading cards, badges, and a marketplace for in-game items. It's given us countless different kinds of fake money earned by spending real money, usually to be spent on stickers, emotes, profile backgrounds, and other gewgaws. I was going to say gewgaws, but I'm pretty sure it's gewgaws. I couldn't even be confident in the function of. Nice writing, bro. End your sentence on a preposition. Yeah, that is true. That's entirely true. And it does not matter at all. And then they go on to just fucking drill this point. Like, all this ancillary shit. These shiny baubles. No one fucking cares. No one gives a fuck. And you even ask the question, do those people actually exist? They'd better. The entire platform is geared towards them at this point. No, it isn't. No, it fucking isn't. There is nothing stopping you, I will repeat, from going on the store and just buying a fucking game. You know what? I'll fucking do it right now. I'll demonstrate the process of getting a game on Steam. What's a game that I don't actually have that I want? Let's see. That I'm willing to pay for is the next part of the question. We'll see how long it takes to buy a game. Keep in mind, I own fuck tons of games, so it's not easy for me specifically to find a game that I'm both willing to pay for at the price point and actually want. And this is, again, keep in mind, this is me. I'm not even searching for a game the intelligent way. I'm brute force scrolling through the list of games that are on sale right now. "100% entirely up to my discretion. This has nothing whatsoever to do with how functional or heavy the store is. It has nothing to do with that whatsoever." Join me on this adventure as I try to find a game to pile on top of the other 1,000 games that I literally haven't even touched yet. I actually do want this game. Fuck it. I'm buying it. And assuming I'm not broke, we'll see. If you can kindly work, please. He doesn't mention anything about this. About their stupid ass code not working. That's right. That's my CVV2. Good luck hacking my credit card. All right. So, see how long that took? If we take out the time that I manually scrolled through, maybe what, 12 seconds? Also excluding the multiple failed clicks. Took 12 seconds to find and buy a game. Yeah, so she says, "It's become exhausting. Endless, needlessly confusing systems obscure the basic functions you actually come to Steam for. And the rewards for completing them are either complicated financial incentives to push you into spending more money than you otherwise would, or shiny baubles for those who apparently use Steam as a kind of social network for people who miss the days of MySpace pages." That's the, I read from there before. Bullshit. Bullshit nonsense. You're fucking wrong and you're stupid. First of all, the basic functions you actually come to Steam for, let me show you. 1, library. Here's all my games. Can I install a game? Hey, look, I can install a game from here. Done. Store. Oh, look, the store. Well, you know, the store. Oh, look, it's a store. Oh, my God, how difficult. I had to wade through so many layers of bullshit. Oh, my God, it's a fucking epic Homer-like adventure to have gotten to the store. Core functions. Forums. Mod, come on, buddy. Mod support. Friends. Profile. Not profile. Friends. Bam. Done. All core functions accounted for. You could include music maybe if you wanted to. Oh, wait. Let's go to downloads. Make sure we get in on the patch goodness here. Which won't load because Steam has UI issues. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do an update. Oh, look, another core function. Updating your games. I forget what B was when I started talking. I'd have to pause the video, watch it, and then, pick up again. And I'm not going to do that. So this is, it is so fucking stupid. Like, I can't be any more generic and vulgar about it at the same time. It's just, I can't stand these people. I hate them. I shouldn't be confused when I'm trying to buy something. I shouldn't have to manage an inventory. You don't have to. I shouldn't have to hide that inventory to prevent weirdos messaging me about fake guns for a game. Blah, 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 blah. You don't have to. Just make your fucking profile private if it really bothers you that much. I shouldn't have to figure out what to do with digital trading cards. Then don't do anything with them. Literally, don't do anything with them. 100% just ignore the inventory tab. You're done. You don't have to touch any of the digital shit. Sell them for 1 penny each. First of all, that's not realistic at all because almost every single card that you can possibly get for any game on Steam is going to be at least worth 4 cents. So, bullshit. Or let them clog up your page forever like Video Game Limescale. First of all, no. Second of all, that's your problem, not anyone else's. It's more than just annoying. I feel used. It's become clear that Valve think of their user base not just as loyal customers, but as test subjects. They conduct economic experiments on us all, trying out systems and mechanics at different scales before rolling them out wider. God, you cannot write worth a fuck. At different scales before rolling them out wider or discarding them. The marketplace started with Team Fortress 2 hats. Now it's a major part of the platform, generating income. Blah, 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 blah. You live in a fucking Western capitalist economy. To bitch about Steam, to complain about Valve specifically, to single them out as conducting, financial, business experiments on you is fucking absurd. Every company that fucking exists in the entire world and has existed since the advent of fucking economies based on money and not based on bartering. Every company that fits that description is doing this. They're all experimenting on you. They're all fucking data mining you. They're all finding ways to advertise specifically to you, to find out what you want, to find out how you like to shop, to find out what kind of things you buy, at what time of the year, how much you're willing to pay for it. Every fucking company is doing it. All of them. Every single one. There are companies that exist solely to find out that information and then sell it to other companies. So to single Valve out and complain about this on a program that works 100% the way you are expecting it to work is just fucking victim complex, self-absorbed bullshit. Get a fucking life. Seriously. Clearly, you do not need to be working for any gaming journalism organization. You don't need to be a gamer. Now, I mean, there are valid complaints. People don't want to be data mined, etc. But that's the reality that we live in. You're not ever going to get a way around it. There's no possible way. You can go off the grid. You can throw your phone in the river. You can fucking use a VPN. You can you can just totally abstain from social media, whatever. You're not going to accomplish anything. Unless you live in like buttfuck Montana and the only shop in town is some mom and pop shit that doesn't have security cameras, doesn't have the internet, doesn't have computers. They write everything down on a fucking notepad, yellow legal paper. You're gonna get data mined somehow. So I mean, it's just utterly ridiculous to be complaining about this. Because keep in mind, Steam works perfectly fine. It does everything it's supposed to do. And then it does hundreds of other things that no one asked for it to do. But after using those functions, people decided, oh, hey, this is awesome. So, I mean, the only reason I'm making a video is because I'm just so fucking tired of seeing this fucking ignorant shit on the internet. I don't care how you feel about it. I really don't. If you don't want to use Steam, if you feel like it's burdensome, if you feel like it's heavy, then don't fucking use it. Use the Steam website if you insist on buying things through Valve. And, okay, that might have been B. I think my B point here was also something that I'm really tired of having to reiterate to people. You don't have to buy games on Steam. You literally do not have to use Steam to buy games. 99.58% of the time, you can buy a key for a game elsewhere. You can go to Agreement. Here, I'll fucking open them. I'll open a whole fucking charcuterie board of websites that you can go to buy games. Agreement Gaming. Humble Bundle. Andy Gallup. Doesn't load. Fanatical. You can go to G2A. For all I give a fuck. You could go to fucking Kingwin. I don't give a shit. You can go to CD Keys. It's probably a place. Not Slick Deals. Fuck that. No, there's a... That's not what I'm searching for, dude. No! You can go here. You know what? You can go to fucking Amazon. If you can type... Here's a fun fact, because I know people are too stupid to do this. You can go to... This is not... There's a thing here somewhere. Where the fuck is it? They keep changing this stupid ass website. I fucking hate Amazon. There used to be a digital deals section on Amazon, but you can go there if you can find it anymore. You can go to Target, you can go to Walmart, Best Buy, Fry's, Micro Center. I mean, you can go to GOG. How about that? How about you go to fucking GOG? They're a good company. CDP has all kinds of games for sale. You do not have to go to Steam to buy games. And to imply that you do as a games journalist, a quote-unquote games journalist, only shows that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about and that you should not work in the field in which you work. Because you clearly don't know shit about gaming. Maybe I'm just a grumpy old man. No, maybe you're just ignorant and fucking stupid. And look at you. You're fucking 27. maybe I'm just an angry, grumpy old man. No, you're a kid, buddy. So like I said, I'm so fucking tired of seeing this crap everywhere on the Steam forums, on the Steam Reddit, on any other subreddit. Just stop. Just fucking stop. Because you're factually wrong, and there are people that, have made videos that are far less angry and more constructive and more empirical than what I'm doing right now. And, the thing is, like, you can go read the fucking subreddits, and you'll see, like, fucking novels worth, like, textbooks worth of shit, explaining why these people are just completely wrong. But it persists. It's this ridiculous straw man crap persists year after year, just like, any other ridiculous discussion in this industry, like these people, pretending that Epic Game Store is good for everyone, et cetera, et cetera. It's just fucking stop it. You're fucking stupid, okay? Fucking stop. That's all I have for now. I'm done.